Hello everyone, and welcome to Unsung Heroes, the series where we take a look at characters that are underused, underappreciated, or just plain forgotten. Today we'll be discussing a unit that helped carry me through FE9, but gets a little love in Heroes, Oscar. Oscar is a Lance Cavalier with 154 BST. It feels like we only ever talk about high BST nowadays, but it turns out that Gen 1 does still exist. With 33 attack and 34 speed, Oscar's offenses are no joke. He is outclassed by Quan, Legendary Ephraim, and Summer Cordelia, but Oscar can put in the work. He's comparable to Finn, and while I do think Finn is better, Oscar has access to IVs and is a lot cheaper to merge. Oscar has a lot of base kit value. At 5+0, he's a great budget unit. With investment, he's a solid blue frontliner, perfectly suited for Aether raids, PvE, and more. Oscar's base kit speaks for itself. The Sapphire Lance guarantees matchups with red units, but he doesn't really need to keep it. The dual rally is valuable for score. Lancebreaker is just an awesome thing to have, and finally, the dual spur is, well, not too exciting, but it's not bad either. If anything holds Oscar back, it's the general weakness of melee cavaliers. Although powerful in conjunction with ranged cav and dancers, melee cav are the weak link in that chain, held back by the combination of low stats, extra vulnerability to trenches, and a lack of access to most powerful skills. In exchange though, melee cav are some of the best units for positional stuff, things like lunge or drag back, and they do a lot of work breaking buildings, buffing allies, and generally acting as a nuisance. Let's cut to the chase and check out a couple of builds, one on the player phase and one on the enemy phase. Up first we have the most obvious set for Oscar and units like him, a Fire Sweep Lance build. This set naturally relies on the power of the Fire Sweep Lance to avoid counterattacks. Then we run Life and Death to ensure that Oscar gets consistent doubles and that those doubles are painful. The B skill, C skill, and Sacred Seal can all be focused on damage. If you'd prefer more utility, consider replacing Chill Defense with something like Lunge or Drag Back. This set doesn't need much explanation. It does plenty of damage with high movement and access to easy buffs thanks to Cavalry. If you want a strong player phase melee, look no further. The next set is quite a bit different, an enemy phase build using double bonds and Reprisal Lance. The weapon this time is flexible. I just like Reprisal Lance when running bonds. If you need to kill armors, go with Slaying Spear. Anyway, the goal is simple. On the enemy phase, stack up an absurd number of bonuses and then kill everything. Between Attack Speed Bond, Attack Defense Bond, and Reprisal Lance, Oscar picks up an impressive 16 attack, 5 speed, and 5 defense just for being hit. This is before we factor in any other bonuses, by the way. Guard disables enemy specials. The C skill in the set is Odd Attack Wave for self-sufficiency, but it isn't mandatory, and if you're in a dedicated cavalry team, it's obviously redundant. Overall, Oscar is a reasonable if forgettable character. He isn't flashy, he doesn't do anything fancy, and to be honest, that's okay. Everyone needs reliable workhorses, units that have a job, do it well, and that's all they need to do. Just remember, every time you kill a boss or win a map using some broken hero, it's often because units like Oscar made that possible. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please consider leaving a like or subscribing. You can find me on Twitter at DireThunderYT, so feel free to send me cool stuff or just drop by to say hello. As always, I hope to see you next time. Take care.